colors of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from South Florida. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. And now, after that opening touchdown, the offense is going to stay out and go for 2. Here's the option, running right. And he's in for the 2. So just like that, a quick 8-0 lead.
That's just too easy, but that is exactly the premise of the zone read play. Defensive end is flat-footed. He's thinking the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Simple give read, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. You'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's those weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Tua to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back within a point. It's 8-7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action now. Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught with a throw. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins take a 14-8 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, trying to establish an offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts him in a must pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here and pass the touch.
Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. This is Henry. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
On the handoff, it's Henry. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. And the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Throwing Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Rams now going to use their final timeout as they stop it with just over 4 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to carry.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Kick. Ready. 20 TX. Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
Hey, get set. About time in the end zone.
A play fake. Now 2 in the throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
Like, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the second down. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. To the tight end, Blakely. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson now. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Jackson now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Here's a run. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Good coverage by the kicking team. It's out of bounds, shy of the 20. Here's first and 10.
44. Ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's 8. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Tua gives it to Mostert. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. You talk talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
And make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And this throw batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
They snap it to Tua. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Henry. He's to the 10. And he's going to take this all the way home. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Try and run the option left. And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Miami. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out quickly to Hill. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Mostert. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
21G, 21G. Hey, 21G.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
21G.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Mostert. They'll run. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down